Hello you guys, I'm going to be showing you guys how to crochet an adorable little campfire like one of these two. They're super fun, super cute, and perfect for the summertime. Okay, so the yarn I'm going to be using today is Premier Parfait Chunky, one of my favorite yarns. The red I'm using is in the shade Poppy. The orange is Tangerine, and then for the logs I'm using Toffee, and this darker shade for the outside of the logs is Teddy Bear. Now for materials you'll need is some 12mm safety eyes and the backs, of course, and then some polyfill, a crochet hook. I'm going to be using a 4mm, a stitch marker to help you keep track of the rounds, a yarn needle, and a pair of scissors, and then some felt to cut out a little smile if you'd like. Alright, so to start out we're going to be doing a magic circle. So this is how I do my magic circles, and then I grab the yarn and pull it through and then chain one. If you guys would like an in-depth tutorial on how I do my magic circles, please comment down below and let me know. So I'm going to tighten that close a little bit to make it easier when I want to close it all the way after I put the single crochets in there. So I'm going to place one single crochet, 2, 3, and I'm going to tighten it to help it from snapping at the end, and then 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so there's our magic circle with 6 single crochets inside. And now for round 2, we're going to be placing a single crochet in the first stitch, and then place your stitch marker in that very first one to keep track of the first one of every round. And then in the next stitch we're going to place 2 single crochets, which is a increase. And then again in the next stitch place a single crochet, and then an increase in the next one, which is 2 single crochets. And we're going to repeat that one more time. Single crochet, and then increase in the last one. Okay, now we're going to be changing colors. So I insert my hook into those 2 loops on that last single crochet. Then I put my new color over my hook and pull it through. And then I'll tighten down the first color just to ensure everything's tight, and you can snip off that original color because you won't be using it anymore. So now for this next one, we're going to be working in the back loops only for the whole round. So there's a total of 9 single crochets, so we're going to place 9 single crochets in the back loops of this entire round. So this is number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now we are on round 4, and we are going to be single crocheting around. So I've already done the first one. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. A single crochet around for a total of 12 rounds. Here it is, and you're going to want to stuff it when you're done with those rounds, and then we're going to color change back to the original color, and you can go ahead and snip off that darker brown that we were using. And now we are going to be working in the back loops again. So with our original color, we're going to be working in the back loops of that last single crochet round, and we're going to be just single crocheting 9 around only in the back loops. So this is number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8, and 9. And then on this next round, you can work in both loops again, and we are going to be single crocheting in that first stitch, then a decrease in the next 2 stitches, and then we are going to repeat that 2 more times. So we're going to place a single crochet in the next stitch, and then a decrease, then another single crochet, decrease, and then I'm going to place a slip stitch in the next stitch, pull that yarn through, cut it, and then attach that tail to my yarn needle, and I'm going through the front loops of the remaining stitches to close that up. And I'm creating a knot, and I'm going to weave in that end. And then snip off that tail. Now we are going to be working on the 2 side logs. So they are started the same exact way as that beginning log. They're just going to be shorter, and we're not going to close them at the end. Starting off with a magic circle again. So here I am starting that off. I'm going to close it up a little bit. And then if you already know how to do this, you can fast forward. I'm going to be placing 6 single crochets in that magic circle again. So that's 1, 2, 3, tighten it up a little bit, and then 4, 5, and 6. Then we are going to be placing a single crochet in that first stitch, and then an increase in the next, and repeat that 2 more times. So a single crochet, then an increase, single crochet, and increase. And then I'm going to color change to the outside log color like before, and then again on this round we are going to be working in the back loop only. So this is 1, we're going to be single crocheting for a total of 9 around in the back loop only. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we are going to be single crocheting around this row for a total of 9. That will be round 4. And we are going to be doing this for a total of 6 rounds of the dark brown. So a total of 8 rounds and 6 in the dark brown. Here is one of my completed side logs. So I'm going to slip stitch and cut my yarn and pull that through. And you want to leave a long enough tail for sewing. And then you are going to want to stuff this. I have a total of 2. And then you are just going to want to sew these on the sides of that main log that we made. And then here we are, our completed set of vlogs. Alright, now we're going to be starting on the flame, so I'm going to be beginning with my orange and making a magic ring like before. And we are going to place 4 single crochets in this magic ring, so 2 less than before. So that was 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm going to pull that closed, and then for round 2 we are going to be single crocheting around for a total of 4. So this is number 1, and then place that stitch marker to help you out. And then here's our second single crochet, our third, and then our 4th. Alright, take that stitch marker out. And then we're going to place our first single crochet for the next round. And then a increase in the next stitch. So that's 2 single crochets in the same stitch. And then a single crochet in the next. And then finally an increase in the last one. And now we're placing our first single crochet for round number 4. Put in that stitch marker. And then we are going to do an increase in the next stitch. And then another increase in the next stitch. And then place 3 single crochets to the end. Okay, now we are starting round 5, so we're going to place a single crochet in that first stitch, place our stitch marker, and then another single crochet, and then we're going to color change to our red, and in the next stitch using red, we're going to place an increase, and then we're going to color change back to orange, and place 3 single crochets. And then we're going to color change back to red and place the increase. And then again, color change back to orange and place a single crochet. And in this last single crochet, we're going to color change to red, and we can cut off our orange now because we won't be using it anymore. And now we're going into round 6, which is 4 single crochets in the beginning. Place that stitch marker in. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to increase, and then another increase in the next stitch, and then 4 single crochet to the end of the round. Alright, now for round 7, we're going to place a single crochet, and then an increase, and we're going to repeat that 3 times. So then single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase, and then 3 increases in a row. So 1, 2, and 3, and then a single crochet, another increase, and a single crochet. For round 8, we're going to place a single crochet, put that stitch marker in, and then 3 more single crochets, so it's 2, 3, and 4, and then a increase, and we're going to repeat that 3 times, and we're going to repeat that for a total of 3 times. So 4 single crochet,
and an increase, and then another 4 single crochet and an increase, and then 4 single crochet to the end of the round. There isn't a clip of this next part because it got deleted, but for rounds 9 through 11 you're going to single crochet around. So that's 3 rounds of single crochet, and then you're going to want to place the eyes between rows 10 and 11. Okay, now that the eyes are placed, we can move on to round 12. So we're going to place 1 single crochet, place the stitch marker, and then 8 more single crochets. So that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then a decrease, and then another 9 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then a decrease at the end. Now moving on to round 13, we are going to decrease in each stitch around for a total of 10 decreases. So that was 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then you are going to want to stuff your flame after this round. And now we are on our last round. We are going to be doing 5 decreases. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take that stitch marker out, and then we're going to place a slip stitch in the first stitch, pull our yarn through, cut the yarn, and fasten off. Now I'm going to attach that tail to my yarn needle, and again go through the front loops of the remaining stitches to close up that hole, tie a knot, and weave in that end. Okay, we're on our final piece, the little side flame. So I'm going to be starting out with a magic ring again, and we're going to place 4 single crochets in that magic ring. So that's 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to pull that closed. And then for round 2, we're going to place a single crochet, and then an increase, and we're going to repeat that one more time. Single crochet, and then an increase, and then for round 3, take that out, place a single crochet, and then we're going to color change over to red and place a increase, and then color change back to orange and place 2 single crochets, color change back to red and place another increase, color change back to orange, place a single crochet, and then we're going to be color changing back to red again and cutting off orange because we're going to be only continuing with red for this last round. And for this final round, all you're going to want to do is single crochet around the whole round for a total of 8 single crochets. And then we are going to slip stitch in the first stitch and cut off our yarn. And then all you're going to want to do is sew that little side flame onto the main flame. And then here we are, and you could leave it like that, but I'm going to add a little felt smile onto mine with some hot glue. And there it is, and now all we need to do is attach the flame to the log. You can leave this separate if you want, but I'm going to show you guys how to sew it on. So I'm just attaching another piece of red yarn. I'm going to tie a knot, and then I'm going to pull in that short end inside of the flame. And now I'm just going through the logs and then through the fire, and I'm just going to repeat that until it feels sturdy enough for me, going back and forth between the two. And here it is, our completed little campfire. I love so much how it turned out. I can't wait to take little pictures of my stuffed animals with this little campfire. That is all for today. I hope you guys love your little campfires, and if you post your little campfires, please tag me on any of my social media so I can see them.